When I married Emily, I thought I knew everything about her. We'd been together for 8 years, built a life, a home, and a dream of growing old side by side. She was my best friend, my partner in every sense, and the person I trusted the most. But looking back now, I realize that trust can be the most dangerous illusion, because it blinds you from the truth that's hiding in plain sight. It all started with small changes. Emily became distant, often glued to her phone with a smile that wasn't for me. She used to share every detail of her day, but lately, our conversations felt forced, her laughter rehearsed. When I'd ask what was wrong, she'd brush it off with, just tired, or work stress. I wanted to believe her, but the unease in my chest kept growing, whispering that something wasn't right. One evening, she said she needed to stay late for a project meeting. I didn't question it. Why would I? But when midnight came and her phone went straight to voicemail, something inside me snapped. I drove to her office, only to find it dark and empty. That's when the first real crack formed in the perfect picture of our marriage. Over the next few days, I started paying attention. I noticed how she'd leave the room to take calls, how she guarded her phone like a secret. Her perfume was different, her mood lighter when she came home late. It was as if she was living in two worlds, one where she was my wife, and another where I didn't exist at all. I tried to convince myself I was overthinking. Maybe she really was stressed, maybe she just needed space. But then one afternoon, her laptop pinged with an email notification while she was in the shower. Normally, I wouldn't have looked. But this time, curiosity, or maybe desperation, got the better of me. The email was from someone named Aaron. The subject line read, "Can't stop thinking about last night." My hands trembled as I opened it. The words inside confirmed every fear I'd buried. They talked about dinners, hotels, and promises to run away when the time is right. My world spun. The woman I loved, the one I'd sacrificed everything for, was leading a life I knew nothing about. When she came out of the shower, I was sitting on the edge of the bed with her laptop open. She froze when she saw the screen, her face draining of color. For a long moment, neither of us spoke. Then she whispered, "I can explain." But I didn't want explanations. I wanted honesty, something she had already stolen from me. Her explanation came in pieces, each one cutting deeper than the last. Aaron was her ex from college, the one she'd told me was long gone. They'd reconnected online a year ago. What started as catching up turned into emotional confessions, and eventually, something physical. She said she didn't mean for it to happen, that she still loved me, but those words meant nothing now. I remember staring at her, trying to find the woman I married in her tear-streaked face, but all I saw was a stranger. I packed a small bag that night and left. I drove without direction, just letting the road take me somewhere quiet, somewhere I could breathe again. In the days that followed, I learned more of her secret life. Mutual friends started talking. Emily had been renting an apartment downtown under her maiden name. She used it for work meetings, but in truth, it was her escape, a place where her other life could exist without me. The betrayal wasn't just about another man. It was about the lies, the secrets, the way she'd looked me in the eyes and told me she loved me while living a lie. She'd built two versions of herself, and I'd been in love with the one that never really existed. When I finally agreed to meet her for closure, she cried and begged for forgiveness. She said she was lost, that Aaron meant nothing anymore. But I realized something in that moment. Some wounds go too deep for healing. Trust, once shattered, doesn't mend, it just leaves scars. I filed for divorce quietly. There were no shouting matches, no revenge, just silence. She moved out, and the house that once felt like a home became a museum of memories I no longer wanted to keep. Months later, I ran into her by chance at a cafe. She looked tired, older somehow. She smiled weakly, but I could see regret in her eyes. She asked if I was happy. I told her I was learning to be. It wasn't a lie, just a work in progress. Now, when I think of Emily, I don't feel anger anymore. I feel pity, for both of us. For the love we lost, for the trust we broke, for the lives we tried to build on a foundation of half-truths. Her secret life destroyed our marriage, but it also taught me something priceless. Love without honesty is just a beautiful illusion waiting to collapse. And though she shattered my heart, she also set me free.